Hello. Today, you will hear a story about a man's revenge. From an early age, I understood that in order to achieve success, you need to work hard. So I studied hard to be a winner in life. My family has never been rich, so it was hard to pay for my education. But I found a job that I could combine with my studies. It was hard, but I did it. It was an invaluable experience that made it clear to me that in this life nothing is given just like that, and free cheese is only in a mousetrap. Even when I was very young, I met Valentina. How I remember that sunny day. On this day, I decided to take a break from study and work. I was walking along the embankment and saw Valentina. She smiled brightly, her light summer dress fluttering a little in the warm wind. She immediately took a liking to me. Suddenly, I saw how the wind tore some envelope out of Valentina's hands. "No. Not this. No. No." Valentina screamed. "Girl, what happened?" I ran up to her. The envelope with the rent was blown into the water by the wind. "I don't know what to do now," Valentina said in confusion. "I understand now," I said, undressing in a hurry and jumping into the water. I swam quickly and grabbed the envelope until it finally drifted far from the shore. "Here, take it. I think dried a little and everything will be in order." "Young man, I am very grateful to you. You literally saved me. The person who rents me an apartment does not like to wait. He would not accept my excuses and would simply kick me out of the house. And now, I live from paycheck to paycheck. I have been saving this money for the whole month. How can I thank you? May I know your name?" "My name is Valentina." "Very nice, Valentina, and my name is Oscar." "I don't need anything, your thanks will be enough for me. I don't want to sound intrusive, but if you don't mind, you can take a walk with me. I have a day off today. I wanted to unwind a little, but only one doesn't really want to. Only I do not insist on anything," I said timidly. "Oscar, it will be a pleasure for me to take a walk with you. I am also here alone." "Very glad to hear it. Then let's go." We had a pleasant conversation. We had a lot in common with Valentina. She also studied and barely made ends meet. Since then, we have become close friends and later we started dating. I knew that this was my destiny, and after a while we got married. I did not have time to look back as 26 years have passed in marriage with Valentina. Our life was not easy. Everything was much more complicated in everyday life than when we just started dating. At the time, it seemed like it was hard. But the future was even harder. Valentina stopped striving for her development. I began to earn and provide for her and myself. Over time, Valentine began to change. The money that I earned, less and less suited her. Valentina wanted more and more expensive out and jewelry trips to resorts. And it was hard for me to please all her desires. "Valentina, dear, why are you again without a mood?" I asked my wife. "You still an ask? You've been promising me a beautiful life for years, but in the end, it doesn't get any better. I try my best. You always want more. I can't keep up with all your desires. I already have 3 jobs. And I'm tired of your excuses. Number 1 forces you to work 3 jobs, work 1, but with a big income. Instead of looking like a real man, looking for new opportunities to bring home more money, you are only looking for an excuse to upset me. And don't tell me that you love me so much. It was I who fell in love with you on my head, and now I'm starting to regret we will never get out of this poverty." "Poverty? Dear, yes, we live much better than many of our friends. And this is not the limit. Of course, I have my own plans, but for this, I need to earn much more money. I could have made all my plans come true much earlier. But I spend a lot of money on your desires. Here you go. Now you feel sorry for the money for me. I don't buy anything like that. And you keep telling me your ridiculous excuses. You are a man. And you have to deal with it yourself and not blame your wife for your failures. And there were many such situations. Valentina was a rare spender, but as soon as I approached her for this at least a little, she immediately took everything with hostility and did not want to listen to me. She appreciated my diligent efforts for her less and less. But I loved Valentina immensely. I knew her for a very long time and did not believe that she was capable of harming me or doing something for evil. Valentina had a difficult character, but I knew that this was my person, and she would never betray me. So I kept trying for her. I thought that when I finally opened my own business, everything will change for the better. Soon I collected money to go to rest on the sea. Darling, it hasn't been easy for us lately. We fight all the time. We both need to rest, so look what I have. These are 2 trips to the sea. Honey, what a wonderful surprise. I am so grateful to you. Finally, so then I quickly packed my things. Valentina was very happy, but she did not even hug or kiss me, but simply ran to her wardrobe with a suitcase. It wasn't very pleasant, but at least I saw her smile, her joy. We arrived at a wonderful place. We had an excellent hotel which stood right on the seashore. When we were walking along the beach, I saw a parking of jet skis. Guys do not pass by. We have the best prices on the entire coast. For being so beautiful, I will give you an extra discount. A guy who was engaged in these motorcycles ran up to us. Great! Before I had the opportunity to try to ride on such a transport. Honey, do you want a ride? Still, honey? Come on. Great. Let's go. Okay. Guys, you're in luck. This is my personal motorcycle fleet. Sometimes I serve my clients myself, and this is exactly that day. So choose any motorcycles. We had a great time. Richard, the owner of this park, gave us a great discount. In the evening, we agreed to meet with Richard. He asked to be our evening guide and promised to show us the best places. Oscar, you know that you are a real lucky man. You have an incredibly beautiful wife. Richard said admiringly. Yes, Richard. Thank you. I got really lucky here, but I'm not lucky in this matter. Yes. I have money and everything I want, but not if I don't meet my beloved. Paul. Richard, don't worry. You will definitely meet your other half. Valentina said with a smile. I hope so, and I would also very much like her to be as beautiful as you, Valentina. Richard, don't make me blush. Valentina replied, shilly. I didn't like this evening. Richard never left my wife unattended for a second. He circled around her like a peacock, showering her with compliments. But I tried not to make scenes of jealousy, so as not to spoil the vacation. After this trip, Valentina was very happy and contented. I plunged into work. I finally began to succeed in my personal business. My business began to grow, bringing the first serious income. Finally, I could provide for all the wishes of Valentina without any problems. We stopped fighting so often. But I felt that she began to move away from me. I did not have free time, and Valentina constantly asked me to go on vacation. So I sent her to rest alone. I completely trusted her, and I saw no reason to do otherwise. Valentina traveled to the most prestigious corners of our planet and was happy. It made me feel confident that I can fully provide for my beloved woman. But one day everything changed. Valentina has returned from another vacation. Honey, please give me my bag. I want to sort out my things. Valentina asked. I picked up the half-opened bag and a bottle of water fell out of it. The label on the bottle was very familiar to me. And then it dawned on me. There were such bottles of water in the very hotel where we went for the very first time. Valentina, what is it? Honey, it's a bottle of water. I understand, if my memory serves me right, the name of the hotel on it, where we were for the first time when we went to the sea. You were about to go to a completely different place. Honey, I definitely wasn't there. I went exactly where I was going. I bought this bottle of water at the airport. Yes. Do you have a check? Honey, are you out of your mind? What check? What are you doing to me with this water? It's either a coincidence or you don't remember. So stop questioning me. Valentina replied angrily. Valentina's answers did not suit me at all. There was clearly something wrong here. She lied to me, but did she really cheat on me? These thoughts drove me crazy. I couldn't calm down. The only way to find out the truth was to spy on my wife. I decided to follow her. After some time, Valentina was again going to go to Milan. She wanted to buy things for herself there. Valentina had a card that I issued for her and transferred money there. I was able to track all her transactions and saw that she very often took tickets to the exact place where we went the first time. And this time, she ordered the same tickets. I understood that she were blatantly lying to me and deceiving me using my money. I will arrive at this hotel after Valentina. I disguised myself well so that they would not recognize me. I rented a car in which I could follow Valentina. I saw Valentina with Richard. This bastard eagerly hugged my wife. He was not at all embarrassed that Valentina was married, and he knew it very well. Dan bastard. I said I had acquaintances who could dig up information about Richard. He was clearly a two-faced beast and was clearly hiding something. The result was not long in coming. I was given some very interesting information. That bastard worked at the yacht club. It was discovered that this creature was stealing yacht fuel to use in his fleet of jet skis. This information will be to the taste of the owners of the yacht club. They will definitely make a lot of problems for this gal. But I kept following those bastards. I noticed Richard dragging Valentina onto one of the more dots. I was able to get in too. Near the cabin, I heard their voices and just in case turned on the video recording, sticking the phone through the open window. I still can't believe what a burdock husband you have. You found a great wallet. So much time to lead him by the nose. Although I'm not surprised. In my company, too, only boobies work. I've already stolen so much fuel from them, and they don't suspect a thing. And all this is precisely because we are the smartest of all, narcissistic, expressed Richard. Agree with you. I only tolerate my husband because he began to earn normally, but I think he's beginning to suspect something. Don't worry. This stupid guy will never guess anything. Now come here, now a real man will take care of you. Richard said and began to pull off Valentina's panties. You bitches. I yelled and ran into the room. Get it, bitch. I grabbed the fire extinguisher that was in the corner of the cabin and gave the snug bastard a good punch right in the teeth. And you cool down, hot girl. I turned to Valentina and released the contents of the fire extinguisher into her face. And you now bitches me all clear. Now I will arrange a sweet life for you. Oscar, stop. What are you doing? Valentina yelled. But I did not listen to their desperate cries. I tied them tightly. Then I tied them to an entertaining inflatable tablet on which the tourists rode. Now you bastards, let's go for a little ride, I said and started the engine. I rushed on a yacht to the open sea. Those bastards were screaming and screaming. Water flooded their screaming throats and the waves at high speed hit them, causing not weak abrasions. We were already far away from the shore, and I stopped. And you got bastards as walk? I asked them with a smile. In response, I heard only groans. They were well shaken on the way here. They thought I was going to kill them, but that was not my plan. So you lying bitches. Here's a couple of lifebuoys and here's a knife. I tie it to one of the circles. You can kill each other or free yourself. I don't care anymore. A lighthouse is burning in the distance and head towards it. I advise you to paddle more actively so that you are not carried back to the sea. And you lying bitch, you don't have to return home. There's nothing of yours there anymore. I'll burn your things. Your card has been cancelled. Yes. We are breaking up. I spoke out and rushed to the shore, leaving these bastards alone in the sea. I didn't tell Richard that I had revealed his plans. All the information I obtained has already been transferred to the owner of the yacht club. The people there were serious, so this bastard is going to have a lot of problems. Let it be a surprise for him when they get to the shore. I took a couch near the shore to watch this funny picture. I saw how these exhausted bastards, all with abrasions and bruises, made it to the shore, but instead of rescuers, people from the yacht club ran up to them and forced them into the van. I finished my drink and started getting ready to go home. Soon I learned that Richard was enslaved in his own company. He was threatened with prison or working off everything that he stole, and he worked in far from the best conditions. Valentina was released, but she had no money to get home. She also worked somewhere to buy a ticket. But only the court was waiting for her at home, which took my side and left this impudent creature without a penny. I have now decided to live for myself. Now I didn't have to please anyone, but myself, and I definitely enjoyed it. Dear listeners, your support is very important to us. If you like our story, please like, comment and subscribe. It's very motivating for us.